All time as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark it down at the 39. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Jones on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. And they do finally get him at the 12. 47 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out But they're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Howell throwing on first down here. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Howell. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Back to throw, Howell. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Sly able to put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, Howell now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Corral, 3rd and long from his end zone. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. but when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Corral. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 69 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
At the 42-yard line.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Switching it up. Corral going to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Howell down to throw it. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That's good.
On first down, Howell. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's Howell with another throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And once more, Howell back to the air. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
is the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 23. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Jeremy Chinn there defensively.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And Hal will throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Hal. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Powell. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Second down and goal. Powell. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Play action, Corral. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be out right at the 35. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Corral sets up play action. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. 2nd and 10, Corral. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Carolina. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Play action here, Corral. And he's got it. Touchdown. Patrick Ricard, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have retaken a third quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Panthers 20, Commanders 17.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Let's go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Howell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now throwing on first down here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd down throw for Howell. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Corral from his own end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Corral from his own end zone here. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Corral, third and long from his end zone. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or take away. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Howell to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up second down. Corral looking to pass, second down. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On the play fake, Corral. That caught by Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Still 9 remaining on second down. On second down, here's Corral. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A give to Gibson running right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Corral. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it, and the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.